The Shining by Stephen King, published in 1977. Synopsis: 5-year-old Danny, who happens to be the main character of this story, unlike the film, he finds himself in the Overlook Hotel during the off-season, where his father Jack has taken on a job as the hotel's caretaker. It's just Danny and his parents alone for the winter, along with mysterious evil forces lurking within the hotel walls. Should you read the book? Yes. There aren't that many surprises in it, as elements of the ending they're telegraphed rather early on, and honestly I'm not that big a fan of paranormal horror in general, but it's still quite good. Plus, you really can't go wrong with Stephen King. I especially liked the devolution of Danny's father Jack, his descent into madness. It's surprisingly believable because the inklings of that madness, particularly with his inability to control his temper, these are things I've seen in people I know. Most books, they just skip right to the crazy person. They don't try to build any kind of connection with that character, because keeping said lunatic mysterious is meant to make them more menacing. But sometimes more is more. Jack isn't an evil person. He's just highly flawed. He tries to be a good father and husband, but his vices are hard to shake. They keep on getting the better of him. They keep pulling him from the path he's trying to walk. It makes him a more compelling character. I wanted to see him succeed, to turn his life around. I also liked that the horror elements weren't entirely familiar. The way The Shining is described is creative, I think. Outside of Stephen King, I really don't read that much horror. Don't mean to brag here, but I do have The Shining. Admittedly, I probably add too many visual effects to these videos. Not really sure why, I just get carried away. Moving on, Tony's character. I thought that was a clever idea, the way it was handled, and I liked the Overlook Hotel itself. All of these things, they are tweaked versions of familiar story elements, with enough new material to keep things fresh and moving forward. Unfortunately, the story, it doesn't move forward very fast. Much of this is because Jack's struggles, as interesting as they are on their own, are rather irrelevant. I never believed Jack could overcome his vices. From the beginning, it's telegraphed that he's going to fail, yet so much time is dedicated to showing us this back and forth charade. Will he succeed or will he fall short? I wonder. The scenes are weightless because it's too obvious what Jack will choose. The answer to that question is Jack's new Brewhouse Bacon Burger, by the way. Not sure if that was clear to everyone. Whatever. Most of the characters, they're hard to get behind. I couldn't buy Danny as a 5-year-old because he doesn't act like one. He's a man trapped in a child's body. Wendy is completely forgettable, always thinking but rarely acting. And as much as I liked the approach to Jack's character, he's not a good person. Not evil, but not good either. I wasn't as invested in this family as I wanted to be. I pitied them, sure, but the only character I genuinely cared about was Dick, and he isn't the focus of the story. Still, I feel like The Shining is worth reading for Jack's transformation alone. I think my disappointment in it stems more from my high expectations of King's books than really any major problems in this story. That and the fact that it's not really the kind of story I tend to read. I'm not usually a fan of supernatural stories that don't have witches, wizards, and warlocks in them. 3 W's. World Wide Web. Anyway, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.